Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm probably a little late posting this plan with me video, but nothing I can do about it. I'm so sorry. Life kind of happened. Everything's okay. My family, my dad was in the hospital for a little bit, so we had to kind of push pause on everything while we were there, kind of helping him out and stuff. But anyways, how has everyone been? How has your week been? How has your weekend been? I'm kind of rushing through this because, like I said, I'm a little bit behind, but I'm still using a lot of my stickers for this plan with me, and I can't wait to finish that sticker sheet that I just used for all of the days. Anyways, if you are new here, welcome. This is Paperly Charm Creative. This is a channel about kind of my creative hobbies, what I love doing. I showcase some of my stickers from my shop. I just opened up a new sticker shop, Paperly Charm. The website is www.paperlycharm.com last year, and it's been going really good. I just am struggling with balancing everything with the business and my regular job because obviously I don't do the business full time, it's just a little side thing, my creative outlet, as I say. But, anyways, here I'm just kind of into planning, pen pal letters, journaling, showcasing some of my stickers. So, if that stuff interests you, feel free to like and subscribe so that you can see more videos. But anyways, if you are not new here, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. And also, I'm so sorry it took me a while to post this, but I am changing it up a little bit. I think I'm still sticking to the same method on the left-hand side. So I'm going to have my days of the week in these circle stickers that I have. Sorry, trying to get used to these tweezers. And I'm still going with the greenish theme just because, you know, it's still March. I only have one birthday this week, and that is on the 18th. And I believe she had her birthday party this past weekend, and we couldn't make it. I literally was on 2 hours of sleep, and it just would not have been safe for me driving. So I opted not to attend, but I do have her birthday gift. I need to give that to her mom. But anyways, I am tracking 4 moods this month or this week, and it's the normal headache. What is it? Headache, breathing, illness, happy days, and other, I believe. You'll see here in a bit, but let's do our habits first. So I'm only tracking 3 things this week: my gym, my morning vitamins, and my night vitamins. And I'm using the vitamin stickers from my shop. This is the Twisby Eco. I just inked it up with some like greenish ink. And I just realized when I was writing this that my online labels sticker matte paper is not fountain pen friendly, so definitely do not use your fountain pens if you decide to buy some of these circle stickers. Use like a regular gel pen or something. I might do that the following week if I remember. But yeah, so it is actually a Monday night, so I did take my vitamins. I did go to the gym. We are about to have dinner here in a bit, and likely I'll take my night medicine or night vitamins after dinner. And I do have to still do my taxes. It's really kind of like hopping from week to week. I'm kind of procrastinating on that, and you cannot do that if you have a business. 2024 was definitely an unorganized year for the business, so I'm hoping to, once the taxes are filed and that is off of our to-do list, to kind of revamp my organization method so that we're not scrambling for taxes next year. But today I did my gym. I did do 30 minutes of actual weightlifting, and then we went for a walk with our dogs, and then I was able to have about an hour before work to do other stuff. So, I cleaned my desk a little bit, I journaled a little bit before I had to log in to work. And once I did log in, I pretty much just did a lot of document reviews for my job, caught up on emails over the weekend, updating any kind of scheduling items that I needed to do. And then I did have a few meetings later in the day. I was going to try to sleep because obviously I'm still like way past my sleep schedule is just whack right now. I'm still doing a protein and smoothie, and I'm still doing my moods at the bottom of the page. So that will be for my moods. We did set up an H&R Block meeting for the business taxes on Wednesday, and I do have also a couple of meetings on Tuesday for work, so I jotted those down. I'm still struggling with this pen. I don't know if it's just the pen I have. I feel like it's not. Everyone raves about how smooth it writes, but for me, I don't think I noticed that. I think my Twisbies write smoother and feel better with my fingers or in my hand because my hand is so tiny. I know I have like little kindergarten hands, but I'm a tiny person, and so I don't know, even though this pen is thinner than the Twisby, I find it more difficult to write with. Maybe it's the way that the pen holder it has at the bottom gets in the way of my fingers. I don't know. But anyways, here I'm just jotting down different meetings I know for sure I have for work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, just to kind of get it out of the way and not have to go back and figure it out day to day. I know for sure that I am going to be visiting my parents on Friday. I kind of found out that my dad was in the hospital around midday on Monday, and so we went after work to go see him at the hospital, and he was there until Wednesday. So Tuesday, I'm glad. I love my job. I'm glad I have a job that allows me the flexibility to work where, I have Wi-Fi, so office, coffee shop, home, or the hospital. So I spent Tuesday working at the hospital. I was also catching up on my book log here. So I did finish that book, A Crown of Ivy and Glass by Claire Legrand, and I started my book club book. I don't write it in here, I don't think, but I'm also listening to Red Rising, which is an audiobook by Pierce Brown. It seems very popular. It's part of a series, and I've actually been loving it. I did have to restart it though because I was having trouble focusing, so I didn't hear the first few chapters. And then I'm updating my pen pal tracking method, and yep, just ran out of ink in my Pilot Vanishing Point. So I had to switch over to my Twisby. But yeah, I had a few letters come in, and so I had to respond to those and update my pen pal letter tracker. I always forget about this. I know I probably have some more to track from other people that I haven't, and that's my bad. Again, life just happened. But I think that's good for right now. So now it is definitely like way past Monday, I believe. So I'm just catching up on the week's habits and documenting how I was feeling. I did have a couple of days here where I had to, I didn't have to use my inhaler, but I did have breathing issues and lots of headaches. It's probably for lack of sleep and just worry. And so I am using some of these, the Coffee Monster coat stickers where I'm just like all worked out, especially with taxes. Yeah, I was trying to use this again and realized again that it was out of ink. So yeah, I had to use something else. So I did do really good with my vitamins, not so good with working out. Again, um, I think my dad was priority over that. So we just kind of ate healthy, went on walks when we could with the doggies. And then our H&R Block appointment for Paperly Charm didn't go so well. So we had to do a little bit more reorganizing than what we had in our list. So now we kind of have to go back and, go through that and sift through that and be a little bit more, what is the word? A little bit more detailed in how we categorize certain things. But yeah, so obviously my dad's being in the hospital and admitted kind of threw everything out of whack. So we did visit him for a pretty long time Monday night. Tuesday, I worked from the hospital, so I was on little to no sleep in the morning, and then in the afternoon, I came back home to finish working from home. I just gave my mom a break, and she went to take a break over at the house and came back. And as soon as she came back, I went home. And then, yeah, Wednesday, I went for a little bit to the hospital, and he was actually released, which was good. And got to go home. Obviously, you know, men are quite stubborn, so I kind of have to keep an eye out on his appointment setting for his discharge paperwork. So, yeah. But here I decided to also put in a to-do list in my dailies. I've always been forgetting about the dailies, but I wanted to try this new to-do list method just so I could have an ongoing running list of all my to-do items for the day because I feel like I am a very forgetful person. It runs in the family. And yeah, so I'm just documenting what I have to do, which is pretty much my taxes, reorganizing my documents, scheduling my dad's follow-up appointments if needed, and I believe I have to write a pen pal letter to send off. Oh my god, that is really loud. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. It was a motorcycle that was super loud. And then I also have to figure out a new tracking system for the business, which I'm kind of dreading. But priority is the taxes. No one really tells you how hard a business is, but I am learning. So I am liking how this is looking so far. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything else that I can add here. And I think I'm adding another to-do list for the visit with my parents. So organizing their items, maybe a tracking method for my dad's health and medical items, and any kind of plans or steps we need to take to fix the property. So now it's definitely Sunday night, and I'm catching up on the rest of the week because, yeah, we just had a lot of family stuff this weekend. But no gym. I did all my vitamins and except my Thursday night vitamins. So I had to wipe that out. And I got that cute little cat paw print whiteout tape from Corey Stationery Shop here in Austin. It's a cute little shop and I saw it and I thought it was so adorable, so I had to have it. But yeah, even though it was a very stressful week, I still had a couple of happy days. Um, just spending time with family, eating good food. So yeah, I don't know if I have much to say here, but I am just gonna fill out the rest of the weekend. I'm not even using my ruler, but I did refill my ink in my Pilot Vanishing Point. Seems like it's working fine, but I did get a lot of things done. I did errands, and I went to David's Bridal, to get a bridesmaid's dress, so that's ordered and it's coming in April 19th, thankfully, which means I have to get motivated to go to the gym more often so I can look really good in that dress. And then we went over to my parents' house. My mom made carnitas. Oh my god, they're so good. But obviously, our last fattening meal. And I had fun, just hanging with my siblings, my niece and nephew, and just hung out with everyone. It was kind of in celebration of my parents' March birthdays, since both their birthdays are in March. So yeah, that was a good day. Both me and my boyfriend had a blast, just hanging out, and they have animals out there, so it was cute watching all the animals, with the kids and stuff playing. But yeah, as you can tell, like the lighting was horrible because it is nighttime, and I was just trying to figure out and try to get this done so I could go to sleep at a good time to wake up in the morning at 5 o'clock for the gym. And yeah, I ended up not falling asleep until like 11 p.m., but I still woke up at 5 a.m., actually 5:15 a.m., and we did go to the gym still. And we did a lot on Sunday too. We like did all the house chores. Our laundry is kind of out, so we did finish our laundry at my parents', but we're hoping the dryer is fixed soon. And then we worked more on taxes. I worked on a couple of new sticker sheets and some stationery items, like letter stationery items, and I responded to another pen pal. So I obviously had to update my pen pal tracking system here. Um, if I remember the dates, yep. And some of these letters do take a little bit to get here because I do actually check my P.O. box twice a month now. So that's the only reason. But yep, this is the final look for the week. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.